it's been a week since we last saw you.
Yeah.
About the movie, etc. Have you had any thoughts since then?
I have actually. Right, when I get called the first time and I'm running to save this kid in the dream, then I'm thinking maybe include maybe a few volts or something, just to emphasise the speed.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
needing to get there to save him.
That's a good point. Then you could use the music as well. If you're using that sort of thing, sort of running and using stunts, there's certain music you can include to emphasise the speed.
Yeah.
So do those kind of action things.
And then
like the action
I was thinking maybe when I get there, maybe if I just grab his arm or his shoulder or whatever, or her, should it be a girl, and start saying maybe something in Latin or whatever, and then maybe it sort of gets the better of me and I start screaming or whatever. And then when I wake up, then I'm still screaming that same scream.
A good point. That's used quite often. Yeah, no, that's a good.
And then it could be I've woken up because it's gotten the better of me, and that's why I wake up. I think when I wake up, we need to make it quite natural. So I'm thinking if I'm just in my jeans or whatever, I could get up and just put a shirt on after that, and then you could cut to me eating breakfast.
That's a good point. Yeah,
because
you want natural.
Because
you're waking up in a suit or something. That's going to be
exactly. If I'm waking up in a suit, you're going to tell that it's not natural.
Yeah.
So obviously keep it calm with some Cocoa Pops or whatever.
What's possible.
I
mean, you are a normal guy, other than the fact that you're not some sort of alien.
No,
you are
exactly.
a guy.
I mean, I am a person.
We need to let people know that you are
even an ex-cop is still going to wake up in jeans or whatever, just go down and eat breakfast.
Exactly.
And then obviously my phone goes off. Probably have quite a hip, trendy ringtone because I'm going to be about my age.
That's a point. That's a very good point because
the hip trendy ringtone could be a hip trendy ringtone from the 90s because.
Oh no, that's a good.
Have you got any?
Yes, I do actually. I've got quite good 90s music, mainly trance and stuff, which was actually in character at the time.
I mean, obviously the stuff we use in it, either has to be original or has to be royalty free. So we'll have to check out stuff like that. But if we say when they're having their party originally, they might be playing music at that time. Say if we use that same music for your ringtone, that could be a reference back, and that would be a very good reminder of why.
Yes, and then obviously I get the phone call, put the phone to my ear. We do the voice coming down saying you're needed, and then it should definitely just be a close up of my face, just sort of showing the shock, and then maybe I can even drop the phone, maybe to.
We want to do sort of like a voiceover of, we don't know how. We need to do some sort of voiceover to when the phone call happens, so the audience can hear the voice. We don't want it just to be non-diegetic sound.
Yeah, exactly.
We want the audience and the character to be able to hear it, but we're going to play it in some sort of.
Yeah, I mean that'd be good. Obviously, as I was saying about the phone dropping, that really emphasises the shock that I've got. So that
could be a very good ending, sort of like
ending shot, just as it hits the ground.
Hits the ground. That's it. That could be. Have you got any sort of thoughts on the character as a person? Yeah, that could work. Have you got any thoughts on the character as a person, like the age of the character, what the name or anything?
I think probably quite a young character, probably sort of 20s, maybe 19.
Is that realistic as a ex-cop? Could a 19, 20-year-old be an ex-cop? We need to make a story for the character.
Exactly. Yeah. See, he could have just been a cop and could have been doing things, and then maybe gotten into trouble, which is why he's been thrown out.
Yeah, so if he was at, like, say, 19, 20, maybe 25 at the time of the dream, so like mid-90s, that'd make him, 35, 40 now, which is middle-aged. Doesn't mean you're past it, which means you've still got the muscles and everything, but it means you're more bitter and hardened.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. So before the dream, we're saying 25, something like that.
Yeah.
Then after the dream, we're saying sort of about 40, something like that. That's about right.
I might have to think of some ways to make you look older. Maybe bags beneath the eyes.
Or maybe the clothing you're wearing.
Yeah, the clothing will make you look more mature anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
But stuff like
Have
that.
you got any ideas for what you're going to wear for the first time? When we first see you?
I'm not really sure. I was quite liking the idea of a suit. That could be quite good.
Yeah, we had a little chat about that last time.
Yeah, I was quite liking that idea.
You know, because they always look sophisticated and stylish, whatever they are, and it's also in character because that's what
because that's what I want to perform. So yeah,
that's a good point. And obviously, when you wake up, you won't be wearing a suit anymore because you'll be older.
It'll just be like a normal morning, you know.
Okay.
Normal night,
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to be starting filming fairly soon, but if we sort of work on the character first.
Yeah,
we sort of know we've pretty much got the character.
It just needs to be rounded off. So if there's any more we need to make it 3D. So if there's any more backstories or anything,
that's pretty much it. I think we've got the backstory of the character. We know the character, even though that's not going to be used. We know he's an ex-cop. He's been struck off from the police.
Yeah.
At 24, 25. He's got this ability to be able to. He's an exorcist. Sorry. Do we know why he's been struck off from the police? We didn't get that straight.
Yeah, no, we could think about that maybe in the future.
Yeah,
maybe no one believes him about this ability, or
that's a good point. It could have made him disillusioned and alienated him from people he knows.
Yeah,
that could be cool.
That's a very good idea.
What we're seeing it firsthand, he would feel he would know exactly what it is, whereas others might just think it's a fit or.
All right, we go with that then. We go with that. So we've got the backstory of the character. We've got the music we're going to use on his ringtone. So 18 years later. He's going to wake up from this dream. We're going to have to make sure Is this a dream or is it a flashback?
It's like a flashback in the form of a dream.
Okay, yeah, so it is, so it happened.
It definitely happened. Yeah. This is what's going to affect him in the future.
Yeah, okay.
But obviously he's just remembering it and waking up.
Yeah, okay, so it's a flashback in a dream form.
Almost the same as, the Hunt one we watched.
Yeah.
That was on YouTube. Yeah. Like that, because the opening bits are just flashbacks reminding what happened.
Yeah,
but he wakes up, so it's kind of him remembering the dream.
We got that then. So he's a policeman who was struck off because of his abilities. They're isolating him from everyone else. No one believes him. So he's 25 at the time, got the ringtone sorted. He has a dream, flashback/dream. He then goes on after the dream, where he's about 40, he's grown up a bit. We'll have to change the dress, sort of sense. Possibly have to change the scene to show you've moved on, you've moved house, whatever. We've got the character pretty much done now. We just need to work on getting the clothing right and getting a scene together. Seeing where we should film this thing.
Sounds good. This could go quite well.
This could go extremely well if we get everything down correctly. Hopefully, with the correct planning. What about sort of the tone of? Have you ever thought of anything about how the character's going to talk?
I don't know. Would I actually talk in it though?
You're going to have to make one or two lines.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean,
obviously with the original phone call, you could either leave it silent or you could reply and go.
Yeah, I think with the phone call in the morning, I think probably leave it without me talking.
Yeah.
Because I'd just be too shocked to say anything.
Yeah, but the one in the flashback,
the
you've got
first
to say something.
Then I could just say, I'm on my way, or just hold in there or something similar.
Yeah, okay.
That'd probably be quite
all right.
So,
we need to sort of get the scene, the character, where's he from? Because it's just better if we know the character through and through as the production team, we'll be able to play the part and we'll be able to get things better. Like the scene, we may have to put something on the table that the audience can see, just to emphasise this is where he's from. This is the character.
I'm thinking maybe if the actual exorcism itself does take place on a coastal, on a beach or something, because a coastal bit could be quite good with the fire.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to have the fire just anywhere. It'd have to be in a wood or.
Yeah, no. I think wood's possibly the best option because coastal places can be quite unpredictable and quite what with tides and sand and water and stuff. They're quite hard parameters to control. So I'm thinking because I've got an idea of a place in mind where we can do it. Because there's already like a fire pit there. It's all fairly safe. We've got all the regulations and stuff in place.
So is this guy like an East London or something like Essex?
I think originally from London, possibly living in the countryside now.
Yeah. Okay. So we want a secluded area. So if we're set in a secluded area, he's originally from London, so he's got that sort of London accent. Obviously, you're not going to be talking that much.
It's not an accent, you mad.
But we need that sort of like London accent sort of thing. Is that alright? So
I
you've
don't
got
know, I
enough.
think possibly making it more intelligent than a London accent would probably
Yeah, no, that's a
make
good
it
point.
That could work.
would probably make it better, because otherwise it's not really going to be taken as seriously as a horror film, because if an East Londoner comes
That's true,
in
actually.
and is running around trying
Yeah,
to do an
yeah,
exorcism, it's not really going well, is it?
No.
That's a fair
So
point.
should
So I
we-
think just generic accent, maybe the one you've already got.
Yeah.
No need to
The one you've
make any
used.
further.
Possibly a bit deeper than
Similar
what
to the
I'm
one you
using.
used in the preliminary task.
Yeah,
That worked
possibly
very,
just,
very well.
Possibly just a little bit rougher than this.
Yeah.
Just
More battle hardened.
yeah.
So like in the original thing, you'd have the same one, but when you
If
like,
your
if
voice-
you have
yeah.
to speak in the second part, maybe more
Yeah.
affected by life's narratives, etc.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have pretty much everything we need.
Alright.
We've got everything we need. Don't you think, Ed? Anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's pretty much everything we need. Shall I?
All right. Yeah.
Cut tape,
Thank you
I
very
think
much,
that's
Sam.
pretty much
We'll
everything.
speak soon.
Cheers.